Newzroom Afrika's Scara Mafokoane is live to us now outside the capital, Scara, to take a closer look at exactly who Vusumuzi Cat Matlala is, and of course his links to top police brass and even politicians. Tell us where you are.
Good afternoon, Michelle, and to our viewers. I'm going to step out of shot where we find ourselves. It's in the main lane district, Michelle. This is the luxury apartments that were spoken about in that report, in that video that you just played now, where former Police Minister Mkhwanazi, who confirmed that he took occupants here. We know that one of the units here was leased by Vusumuzi Cat Matlala, and it's quite ironic, Michelle, that the links now are drawn, and the Mkhwanazi admitting to that because Michelle Matlala, according to reports, won a tender worth amounting to at least about 360 million from the police, Michelle. This despite him being under investigation by the Hawks and the SIU. The Matlala we speak about right now, Michelle, we are told that he is in prison, and the reason why he's in prison or in custody is because of an attempted murder of his former girlfriend, Michelle. So he is at the center of this explosive media briefing by the KZN Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. But perhaps let's take you back to what the investigative reporter by News 24's Jeff Weeks said about this elusive character who is Vusumuzi Cat Matlala.
And when you consider that Mkhwanazi also shared records of a payment that Matlala made to Mkhwanazi through Medicare 24 Tshwane district, which is the same company that won the tender, it kind of makes the quid pro quo jump out, that the cash is in exchange for the disbanding of this political killings task team, which, to be fair, has done incredible work. I'm not a torchbearer for that team, and I won't vouch for everything that they do, but certainly in respect of the work that was done on the Vereeniging case, which is the murder of Armand Swart, which Mkhwanazi mentioned, and the investigation of Vusumuzi Matlala have been brilliant, and we've seen fast action from the police, which is something that sorely lacks most of the time. But now we understand that this is all part of a larger political game that stretches right to the top.
Put that aside, Michelle, and here's another allegation. The very same Vusumuzi Matlala, we know that his company, he's a sole director in his own company, and this company was investigated by the late Babita Deokaran, and this was in relation to the Tembisa Hospital fraudulent activities there. And we know that Babita Deokaran has since deceased, passed away, and was assassinated for her role as a whistleblower. So it's quite ironic, and when you try connect the dots here, Michelle. But let's take you back to Sunday on what Mkhwanazi said about Matlala and his involvement in this whole alleged plot.
And I can confirm before the South Africans today that the investigation which these members were involved with in Gauteng has unmasked the syndicate. And this syndicate involves, amongst others, politicians who are currently serving in Parliament. The law enforcement officers include the members of the South African Police Service, the Metro Police, and Correctional Services. They include prosecutors in Gauteng province, the judiciary, and all these are controlled by the drug cartel as well as business people in that province of Gauteng.
Michelle, it's going to be a very interesting week, and as this news of this plot unravels, we're still waiting to hear when President Ramaphosa touches down in South Africa what steps he'll be taking in terms of this. We know that one of those business people mentioned by Mkhwanazi on Sunday in that bite pertains to Vusumuzi Matlala, but he's currently in prison and he will be appearing on Friday on that attempted murder charge of his girlfriend.
And this is not even to touch on the issues around tenders he secured to the tune of hundreds of millions of rands in the SAPS, despite no qualifications and allegations of fraud and collusion. Scara Mafokoane is live to us there outside that penthouse, which is at the center of allegations involving former Police Minister Nhlanhla as well.